Ronaldo got his goal, but Brian, was the story of that game a dominance from Ajax?
Yeah, they were excellent in the match, Tommy. Played some fabulous football in both halves. They went in losing at half-time. Ronaldo's great headed goal. They hadn't done a lot in the match. They came out early, got a goal themselves, and then totally dominated the second half of the match with some exquisite football with these young players. And Tadic and Sean had thrown into it, Blind at the back too. But easy on the eye, great intensity, dynamic around midfield, winning the ball back off Juventus. When they lost it, they immediately hounded them and won the ball back, and then it was all little 1-2s and flicks and passes. Didn't quite get the finish it deserved, but they're still in the match. Juventus would be very happy getting out at 1-1. They'd be delighted going home at 1-1.
Well, let's have a look at the only shot on target that Juventus had in the entire match, which was that header from Ronaldo.
Yeah, good play in the middle of the field. Bentancur gets it, Ronaldo out wide to the full-back Cancelo, who hadn't got a very good game. Lovely pick out. You see, Daley Blind got dragged away. He was initially in with Ronaldo in the middle of the pitch, and De Jong let him run from midfield, and he just put through that middle and powerful header by the goalkeeper. And didn't do a lot in the match, but got the crucial goal from Juventus' point of view.
And almost got hit by a flying beer glass there. They didn't, despite their youth, let their heads go down, though, did they?
No, this was immediately after half-time. 20 seconds in the second half. Now it's Cancelo making the mistake. Now there's a bit to do. Cuts back across him again. Should have got a tackle in. 3 Juventus players there. But beautiful curling shot into the corner net. Keeper Chesney didn't move quick enough, I thought. But Ziyech, Tadic and Neres, front three, just as we saw when they were in against Real Madrid. Yeah. They were the same tonight. Brilliant. And their midfield was dominant too.
Loads of clips and instances of lovely interchanges and lovely Ajax play to show us as well, Brian.
Yeah, this was typical of the whole match. Not just the second half. We just picked a few second half pieces here. Look at the number of players all tight together on one side of the pitch. Then they open her up on the far side where Juventus is a bit short. Good blocking, you'd say, by Sandro, and Juventus in general. They had to be brave in their own penalty area and stay on their feet and make blocks. See here again, players getting across, diving in to block the shot. But they were always under pressure. Rarely seeing Juventus looking so ruffled defensively. No Chiellini tonight. The beat gets in here, just couldn't quite get it across the goal. But look, the tight interchange of passes again. 5 players all close together. Tadic, piece of magnificence. Elkin Camp come on as sub, 19-year-old, only 1 league game this season. But here at 85th minute, Douglas Costa on a sub goes on this mazy dribble and almost won it for Juventus, which would have been
an awful sickener.
An injustice on the night. But they will still go there with hope, having done what they did in the last round and turned it round.
They certainly will. Graham, how much have Ajax been a breath of fresh air in this Champions League, given what they've brought?
Fantastic. You know, you go back, they were in the Europa League final against Man United a couple of years ago, so they were a young team that were emerging, but I don't think anyone expected them to show this kind of quality. You know, they're playing with freedom, like young players do. There's no fear when they take to the pitch. Going to the Bernabeu the way they did last time round and showed zero fear. We're here to play our game. We believe in ourselves. We're all good players. Let's go and take them on a head-to-head. You know, we'll outgun you, and they did. Now, whether they can go to Turin and do that against a more cautious, pragmatic team in Juventus, we'll have to wait and see. But they are a fabulous watch. But unfortunately, Tommy, they're going to be raided again at the end of the season. All the best players will leave. They'll be back waiting for the next group to come along.
It's a little bit of a sad one in a way, because we're probably watching that Ajax team in one of the last times we'll see them in Europe, even if they do go through it. They've only got a few games left together before they break up.
Yeah, and De Jong, De Ligt look as if they're gone. Lots of pain there for Ajax fans, because they feel it's just coming again. The good times are back. And I know that the current president spoke there about 12 months ago, I'm going to do everything to keep this team together, but you just can't when the big boys come calling. And they've been more than a breath of fresh air. I think they've really added to the tournament. Like Dutch football in general in the last number of months, it's on a high, and they're very, very much in this tie.
It's a recent thing, isn't it? When you look at the Dutch national team in the last, I don't know, the last
Resurgence.
5 years.
Yeah. Finally, Brian, to you, do Juventus have this tie exactly where they want it, or will Ajax go there,
I think they'll be still
full of hope?
nervous because they know how they were outplayed by a team that look like they're a fair bit class and no fear going away from home.
Yeah.
They look what they did in the last round, winning 5-1. You know, they'll have a lot of respect for them, and they'll have to. I would have felt tonight Juventus didn't look like a team good enough to win the tournament based on tonight's performance.